I hate my girlfriend.
Oh.
Like, so much.
Me too.
She is the bane of my existence. My life would be 1,000,000 times better if she wasn't in it.
That sucks. You should probably break up with her.
I hope the worst possible thing that could ever happen to anyone happens to you and your family.
Yo.
And your future children. I
No.
hope you all suffer terrible,
No.
terrible, painful death. Today we're doing why post this. Or maybe insufferable posts. I'm not really sure what I'm going to make the title yet. Maybe not everything needs to be posted online. Basically, we're looking at videos that make the person who posted them look bad.
Yeah.
And not look bad in a way where it's like,
Oh, you're so silly. I'm going to make fun of you and say horrible things about you.
I mean, look bad in a way where it's like an entitled person posted a video where they're really mean and entitled in it, and then they leave it up. Or a video where a wife complains about her husband or a husband complains about his wife, and in the comments say that's annoying, and then they get mad at the comments. Stuff like that. But I also want to look at the comments on some of these videos because sometimes they just overanalyze or pull context out of thin air, because sometimes the comments are right, but sometimes they're not right.
Oh, that's good.
Basically, I'm looking at insufferable posts, so maybe that is what I'll make the title. You guys will know. You'll know before I do. So, tell me what it is. I mean, YouTube lets you do this thing where you can put out 3 titles and 3 thumbnails at once to like test it and see what does the best, so you might see every title. Anyways.
Am I the only one that's like this? Probably not. But when my husband is sick, he's been puking all night. Even if he has a cold, for some reason, the rage inside me is such a fiery rage. And I know there's nothing you can do about it to control it. But it just makes me so angry. It's so ridiculous that it makes me so angry. So he's been puking.
I'm sorry, I'm breaking into someone's car right now.
What?
Why would you post this? Seriously though, why would you post this? This is something you could say to a therapist, okay? Because I know, and I'm not your therapist.
Okay.
This isn't something you should say online, because what did you think to get out of this? It sounds like you just want to rant. And expecting people to reply with like, yes, oh, I think about this all the time. I fucking hate my husband. And I'm sure you have some reasoning. I'm hoping you have some reasoning, because I'm only 29 seconds into your rant. But I just don't see why you'd ever post this online. If I ever had a problem with Katie, if I was so enraged by something Katie did and talking to her about it, there's nothing she could do, like being sick, I would go to a therapist and say, hey, I hate Katie.
Angry. So he's been puking all night. So I slept on the couch because he like moans and groans. He's like noisy when he's sick. And I'm going to try and be a good wife today. I'm going to try and get him some medicine. I think maybe it makes me so mad because if I'm sick, like, I still like do my thing. Like, I'm still a mom. I still have stuff I have to do. If I'm like super, super sick, I'll like stay in bed, obviously, if I can't even function. But like, me as a person, when I'm sick, like, close the door, leave me alone. I'm gonna do this stuff to help myself get better, and I'm gonna sleep it off. He like, I think it's just the moaning and the like, I'm an awful wife. I understand that. And I also can't wait to get it.
Me when Katie breathes.
Yes!
Me when Katie wakes up in the morning and I'm like, damn it! Me when Katie.
We get it.
I love Katie, guys. I'm just using her as the perfect excuse to, like, from my perspective. I see this a lot where, and I've seen like a lot of people make fun of it, where it's like guys when they're sick versus girls when they're sick, and the girls are like still doing work and the guys are just being lazy, like, oh, no, like dying in bed. I get that. Me, that's not me. I'm different. I'm a different kind of guy. I'm a unique kind of guy. I don't do that. I think it just depends. Maybe some guys are babied a lot and that's why they do it. I don't know why it happens because I hear about it a lot. What I'm saying is, if that's your problem, tell it to a therapist. That you shouldn't say this online, because what do you expect people to react like? Even if people agree with you, this is just like, I feel like it's a mean thing to say about your husband online. I guess, no, yeah. I would not say this about Katie online. And I wouldn't want, I guess I wouldn't. No, if she said this online, I'd be like, what? What am I talking about? I'm a sensitive guy. Yeah, I'm in touch with my feelings. I would probably be like, ow, like, oh, that was kind of mean. That you have a fiery rage. Or maybe not that it was kind of mean, but like, why do you feel this way about me? And if you do, just say it to me. Maybe she did say it to him, but she also said it online. It still doesn't matter. Like, why are you saying this online? It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It just sounds like you hate me.
I do.
Say it to me. Say it to your therapist. Maybe we could work through it and figure out why. If you think I'm so lazy when I'm sick, maybe I'll work on it. Maybe I'll stop being such a little baby when I'm sick. Maybe he gets the worst sicknesses. Maybe all guys have it way worse than women.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 10 times harder to be a guy than it is a girl.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Sorry that you hate your husband, but just tell him to walk it off, okay? Maybe, because I get it. I can see how it could be annoying if you're doing all this stuff, but he's not. And if he just has like a cold, you know, you're fine when you have a cold. If he's throwing up, I wouldn't want him to be up around the house. I wouldn't want you to be up around the house, like stay away from me. But if it's just a cold, yeah, I get it. As long as you're not going anywhere, just do your thing around the house. It's the thing about being sick, and it sucks. This has nothing to do with the fucking video. I'm about to go on a rant about being sick. Let me look at the comments. This must be the female empathy we always hear about. See, then he's not even the worst case of it, but like, here comes the generalizing terms where you see like, oh, this is why women suck, this is why men suck. And that's what makes me the angriest about these videos. You get people like this with no thought process in the comments. I just heard something downstairs. Either someone broke in or Gojo's doing something crazy. Let me go check. If I don't come back, I'm dead. It's just the neighbors throwing things off the roof. Gojo is a cat, by the way, in case you didn't know. The sorcerer is not downstairs in my house. You feel rage when your husband is sick? Girl, what? When my husband is sick, he happily gets medicine, extra blankets, sleep, homemade soup, his back rubbed. Do you not like him? I can't imagine being mad at my partner's sick. Why would you post this?
Here I come.
This is called resentment, babes. It's deeper than him being sick. The minute he isn't providing, okay, that's not what I mean. See, there's comments like that. That's not, I don't think it has to do with the providing, the men must provide thing. I don't think it has to do with that. I don't know your thought process, why you thought, you could hate your husband. And it could be that. This could be why. Because you shouldn't feel a rage, I don't think. I just don't know what you were thinking when you posted this. Like, you literally sat there and said, hey guys, okay, so my husband is sick and moaning, and I'm like, God, I want to fucking whip it. Like, you know, how did you think this was going to go? Benefit of the doubt, you don't hate your husband, I'd hope. But I don't know, you know? I'm not like some genius. Sorry, I'm playing with my straw. Not even like genius, but I'm not someone that can analyze this just off of this. But from the sound of it, it does sound like you have a problem with your husband and you need to get it fixed. But it's like none of you don't have to. You know, if you want to feel this rage, fine. But if you're taking it on your husband, you should fix it. And if it's making you unhappy, you should fix it, you know? Why would you post this? Ever make your husband show you underneath his desk when he's working late? No, I don't. No, I don't make my husband do that because I don't have a husband. Good one. See, if you don't have a husband, you might not get this. If you don't get it, it's about because in case someone's like giving him the crazy under the desk, giving him the giving him the giving him the or if he's just with a girl or something. No, you shouldn't think like this at all. Come on. And why are you posting this? Is this a joke? Is this satire? I used to be like this girl before therapy, not even coming for you because this was the sickest, most miserable existence my brain could come up with. Literally not a single moment of peace and every good moment ruined by your own brain. I will never go back to this and I'm so grateful for the work I put into to never have to deal with this again. Yes, you should go to therapy for this because you should not feel this way. You should not have this distrust because you cannot be fully happy in a relationship and this cannot be good for your relationship if you're making your husband do this. What? Seriously, if this is just a joke, sorry to blow it out of context, but I'm not sorry because how am I supposed to know it's a joke? You know, I'm just seeing this. Maybe I could do more research, but no, I'm going to take the context just from this. No, but even the caption, rule number 1, don't trust anyone. I hope you're not serious. Buy a Google Home Hub and watch him from home. You don't even need to call. Just start talking whenever you feel like it. That's fucked. Who is sitting here? Brother, don't egg her on. But why is he shaking so much? Don't ever let anybody tell you you're being crazy, bro. Stop egging her on. And are you all joking or do you feel this way? This comment section all way too trusting. Me because I've heard horror stories on TikTok. She's behind him. Stop. Like, even if you're all like maybe joking a little bit, but you're kind of serious, like, no. Like. I love saying like. You shouldn't think like this. I was gonna say, why would you post this? Like, how do you expect the comments to be? But there's a lot of comments that are like agreeing with you. I hope it's a joke. Because this isn't healthy. It's not at all, obviously. And you can't think it's okay. And it's unfair to do to him and unfair to do to yourself. You should go to therapy. This is not good.
Oh, very good constructive fucking points, Max.
This is not good. But it's not. She's in the hallway. Like, it's funny, I'm laughing at it, but it's not funny because I just think they all actually believe that this is okay. You shouldn't want to think like this. Don't you want to fix things? Don't you want to get a healthy relationship? No! Everyone's joking about it, but I feel like they're kind of serious that are joking about it. Or maybe they also think it's a joke. I don't know. If you think it's serious, if you are serious, you shouldn't be happy staying like this. You should get help, obviously. Millie Bobby Brown has a different kind of beauty, okay? Crazy caption. Wasn't there a whole thing where like a writer like talked about Millie Bobby Brown's looks and said she was unattractive or something? Isn't that a thing? And then Millie Bobby Brown like was like, please don't do that. Stop talking about my looks. Which is like, of course you would say that because why would you want people to be talking about your looks? What is wrong with me? I can't talk. Talking about your looks online. In general, of course, no one I'm sure wants their looks talked about. I'm sure it is mean. It's like, oh well,
If you're in social media, if you're a celebrity, if you're something, it's what comes with it. People are going to talk about your looks. Like,
I don't like that excuse because it doesn't make it all right. Like, why can't people just grow up and not do that? You know? Yeah, sure, it's gonna happen, but grow up. Be nicer.
Millie Bobby Brown was not a cute kid because she had a very strong and very distinct face. That face has followed her into adulthood because that is her natural bone structure. The problem is she works in a system that rewards traditional feminine beauty and does not reward necessarily her kind of beauty, which is strong-faced, almost handsome. I know that word can be triggering to some people. Shut the fuck up. So, moving forward.
Ew, bro. Giving me the ick, bro. For once, someone other than myself is giving me the ick. Shut the fuck up. You shut up. You shut up. Crazy way to start the video. Yeah, maybe probably for engagement to be like, yeah, Millie wasn't a cute kid. What a fucked thing to say about someone.
Benefit of having a very strong facial structure like that is once you hit your 40s, oh my god, do you tend to stay stunning in a way that women with much softer, much more traditionally feminine faces do not retain. And so something else that is a complication, I think, from having such a strong face is that she has gotten work that is meant for people with very different face types to her. So instead of enhancing her beauty and doing what I think she wanted it to do, it just kind of made her look like Squidward from that one episode of SpongeBob.
I'm Squidward. No, I'm Squidward. What was the point of that video? Maybe I should title this video, What's the Point? What's the point of my videos? Max, what are the point of your videos? What was the point of that at all? I guess to make money if this is what you do for money. Can't you just be funny or something? Never! Or do something else, talk about something cooler. It's just like, yeah, talking about someone's looks, people are gonna do it. I don't know, that's just fucking mean. Who cares? Why do you gotta talk about this? I don't know, I don't see the point of just making fun of people for the way they look, especially for views and money. That's a thing I hate about making money on social media. It's so great. I'm so grateful that I can do this right now and also make a living off of it, and I'm so happy that I can make these videos. It's awesome, and I love watching other people on YouTube, yada yada yada. But when you use it for the bad, for this is how you're making money. I don't know if that's why you posted this. Maybe you just talk about it. I don't know if you're making money off of this. If you're not making money off of this, it's even worse. It's just mean. I would feel so bad saying this. And I don't think that makes me like a baby. I start crying. Yeah, that'd be crazy if I started crying. Can we stop talking about her looks? She stated publicly so many times that she does not appreciate it. And then people might see that comment and be like,
well, can you not defend her? Get her dick out of your mouth,
Well, it's it's okay to stick up for people even if they are celebrities sometimes. If it's not for a celebrity thing, if it's just don't make fun of someone's looks, If you're sticking up for them they spent $1 billion and are destroying the world and you're like,
no, it's their money, let them destroy the world.
That's something. You might enjoy the comments that are disagreeing with you. You might enjoy the engagement. Maybe that's why you posted this, or maybe you really wanted to talk about it. I don't know. It's just weird. You're weird for this. Just talk about something else. I don't like that there's stuff profitable on social media, and I feel like I've said this before. I've said this a bunch of times, and I keep cutting it out because I'm like, oh, I talk for too long. No. This part can get cut out, but I'll try to not cut this one out this time. I don't like that you can make profit off of stuff like this. TikTok will take a video down if there's too much swearing in it, but then it'll leave a video up just being mean to someone. Obviously, they're not going to take a video down for being mean, saying this. They're not going to flag it or anything, but I just wish you could make money off of stuff like this. And this isn't the worst thing in the world, but there are all the prank content and stuff like that. It's just annoying. why post this? Starbucks, it sounded like I almost broke the barista. She wasn't used to someone just getting coffee.
For choosing Starbucks, what can I get started for you this morning?
I just want a regular coffee.
What size?
Small.
I'm sorry. What was in it?
Just coffee.
So black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say black coffee then. Just say black coffee. Just say black coffee.
Black coffee.
Anything else?
What kind of coffee is that you use? Is it like
We have
Colombian?
a blonde, a medium roast, and a dark roast.
A medium roast.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty, 316. We'll see you at the window.
Couldn't tell me the origin.
Couldn't tell me the origin. Look, I don't think the barista at the cash drawer or whatever the fuck at the drive-through door is going to know all the answers to your questions, what origin the coffee is. I wouldn't give a fuck if I worked there what origin it is. I know some places expect you to know this kind of stuff, but just I wouldn't. Sorry, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. No, I do know. Whoa. Hey, oh, thank you. That's it. Thank you. Oh, and surprise, the comments are turned off. I was going to do a comparison video on Starbucks and my coffee, not your average cup of joe, but then I asked for regular coffee. The drive-thru paused like I'd requested a rare artifact. Asking the origin nearly shut the whole store down. I think mine tasted better, by the way. If you like this, please share and mash all the buttons. More like rude cup of joe. More like not your nice cup of joe. What's your origin, Meanieville? What's your origin, Meanerville? What's your origin, Wienerville? Oh, I'm good. I'm good at this. I'm really good at this YouTube thing. Okay, so you are trying to promote your own coffee, and this is how you think to go about it. Hey, why post this? God, I'm so corny.
Oh my
bro.
god, he's so
Like, it's not like you're this monster, obviously, but what was that? What was that interaction? It made me so grossed out, bro. And yeah, turn the comments off. There's times, of course, where turn the comments off makes sense, where there's kids in it, where people are being mean for no reason. But when you're in the wrong and people are probably calling you out for it, just delete the video then. Don't turn the comments off and leave the video up. Okay, at least leave the comments on then so people can give you the hate for it. Yeah. Hate, obviously, like, don't send the guy death threats. I don't know what they were saying. But don't hide the people constructively hating, like, hey, you're an asshole. Hey, you're so entitled. Like, this was a way to talk and then expect a reaction. Couldn't even tell me the origin. No, you're not being an asshole, but you're being like entitled or stuck up, which is the same thing. Why post this on your brand of trying to promote your coffee? I will never try your coffee after seeing this.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, I'm like the Karen that says,
I will not be giving you business.
but I mean in the sense of I don't think a lot of people would want your coffee after seeing a video of you being rude. Maybe a lot of people would. They'd be like, yeah, fuck that lady. But I think if you want to promote your brand, take this video down and maybe apologize. Not apologize. Like, just be like, that was silly of me. I'm acting a little stuck up. Like, simple as that. You don't have to be like, I'm so sorry for doing that. You can just be like, yeah, I was kind of like cringe there. My fault. Or something. I don't know. Beg on your knees crying. Drove 4 hours to surprise my husband on his boys trip. That's crazy. That's crazy. Leave the boys alone. What if they're having a boy on boy or... Yeah! I can't say that. Why you're driving is crazy.
No, that actually is scary. Why are you doing oh my gosh. What are you doing? Please stop. What? Wait, what are you doing? Stop.
Oh, he thought I was like, how did they recognize the cousin?
How did you get in the house? That's sketchy as fuck. Wait, where's the... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's not great. That's not great.
Yes, I followed his location 4 hours away. Why'd
you do that?
As a boy in a boys trip, a rando wife coming announced would not be cool. Yeah, I don't know why you did that. I'm like this whole thing, and this is just me, and I completely get it. Both sides, like I don't really care if girls are like I don't really care about boys trips anymore. That's just me. Like it's all about who's fun. You know, that's just me. But like, if I went on a boys trip and they said it's boys trip, I'm not gonna invite Katie. Like that's that. I would never do that. And if she showed up, I'd be upset because they'd be like, you shouldn't have showed up. Everyone wants it to be a boys thing. They didn't want you here. But like me, I wouldn't care at all. But doing it without anyone's permission is crazy. That's crazy. Maybe you're all really close or something. I don't know. This is very strange. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? The defense of it only being for 5 minutes when you had to travel 8 hours round trip is making it weirder. Did she say that somewhere, that it was only 5 minutes? Am I missing something?
Yes.
Please tell me then turned around and drove 4 hours home because staying would be insane. Yeah, and like going just for this little prank is crazy. I would never. But everyone's different. Yeah, no. I don't think you should have done this because then it's like, okay, bye. Yeah, if you stayed for just a couple minutes, haha, funny. But then you left? What was the point? Was it really... Maybe you just really like pranks. But still, it's just weird because then everyone might feel bad and be like, oh, like, you don't have to leave. I guess you could stay because they'd feel bad saying leave. Or maybe they wouldn't feel bad and maybe you really just went home. But it's just weird. I wouldn't do this. Like imagine me just showing up. Me showing up to a girls trip. That's Katie having. That'd be crazy. I'm just in their house. I just broke in. The mirror smashed in. Like, what if the front door wasn't unlocked? What were you going to do? So maybe it was staged. Because what if it wasn't unlocked? Were you going to break in? Were you going to wait outside maybe then? I don't know. Imagine I'm just there at a girls trip though. Just waiting inside. They walk in. I'm on the couch. Yeah, showing up unannounced is crazy. You shouldn't do that. And maybe your husband doesn't want you there either. And it's just like, And it's like, that doesn't make him a terrible husband if he doesn't. Maybe he just wanted having alone time is perfectly fine. Everyone loves alone time. That is perfectly fine. You shouldn't have done this. Even if you and your husband love to see each other all the time, his friends, maybe they don't. And posting this, of course everyone's going to come at you in the comments. Oh, God. Her fighting for her life in the comments is even more hilarious. Where? Maybe if I go on my phone, I'll see the comments. They were hiding the comments from me. Yeah, that 5 minutes really ruined it for them. So it was 5 minutes. Yeah, let's disguise trust issues as a prank. Yeah, that's it. I really had to check in on their gambling/football weekend. Well, yeah, that would... I didn't even think of that. It could be a trust issues thing. See, look at me also taking context out of things. But, this is weird, you know? There is always, you could be right with your context pulling. Sometimes, but sometimes you could also be wrong.
You're so smart.
That guy's last invite to a guy's trip. Ouch. Yep, the last. My heart just stopped, guys. I don't know if you heard that.
You're a baby.
The Alexa downstairs just said something. I don't remember saying her name. Oh my god. I said I'm low key shaking right now. I said, who the fuck is in the house? Because Katie's not here. She's out coming to surprise me at my boys' trip. Oh my god, that scared me so much. And you can't call me a baby. Imagine you just heard a noise downstairs. And that wasn't even noise. That was someone literally talking. Oh my god. But why did she go off? I'm just going to disappear this video.
Yay!
Anyways, I just don't see what was funny about this. But maybe it was. Devil's advocate as always. I'm always looking at it from both sides. Like sometimes I just like to think about it from both sides. And I could see just the whole pranking thing. But yeah, it also could be a trust issues thing. And you thought it'd be funny to surprise them, but also be like, I'm worried that he's cheating. Let's go check. But also let's make a joke out of it. That could be a thing. Or you really thought there was nothing wrong with this. If he doesn't care and his friends don't care, then why should you care what the comments say? Don't go defend yourself. Who cares what the comments think? I don't know. Yes, you can of course care what the comments think. It's hard not to. I would care if people were being mean to me in the comments or thinking something I said was wrong. I would care. But I like to try to ignore the mean things just because it's I don't think I can win because I'm always in the wrong. No, I just don't want to feed into it if someone's mean. I just don't want to just don't be mean, I only have gotten a few mean comments. Someone called me a millennial. Which is okay, nothing wrong with millennials. And that was so corny of me to joke like that right there. Corny, I keep saying corny. So if you thought nothing was wrong and everyone else thought nothing was wrong, then cool. But maybe the guys did think something was wrong and they're just too scared to tell you. That's something you could think about. But maybe you all thought it was fine and funny. So then who cares? But maybe talk to your boyfriend and make sure he was okay with it. Because he could have understandably been you shouldn't have done that. It was very awkward. Look at me, the way I give advice. I act like I know everything I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm in the wrong plenty of times too with the way I think. But that is just what I think. I'm going to go check now if there's anyone downstairs taunting Alexa. My husband, I'll watch the baby so you can sleep in. I didn't say that. I don't know what the joke was there. What am I, her husband? What, like, that made no sense. Mind you, it's not even 7:30 a.m. That's crazy drumming that early. No, it's not, I guess it's not crazy, you know, do your thing in the morning. But not when people are sleeping. And that said, my baby, what did that say? My baby opening the door and coming in. So he's not watching the baby. My husband is a drummer. The amount of times he has woken me up in our 26 years with drums in the morning is 0. He's not a jerk. This is on purpose so that he never has to do it again. Okay. See, there's a difference, you know? Waking you up like this is kind of a jerk move, but on purpose so he never has to do it again is crazy. Just because he did this, which is annoying, doesn't mean he's the worst person in the world, okay? There's like a line in between the two. Yeah, he can still be shitty for this, but it doesn't make him like the worst. That's some of these comments, they take it to like extreme levels. Is she defending him yet? I'm too tired to look. Sleep deprivation is abuse. Okay, like, yeah, if you're constantly making it so your wife can't sleep on purpose, that can be abuse. But if you are just doing a loud noise and you're not thinking of your wife, then that's not abuse. It's just being insensitive, I would say. Really, what did you think the internet would think when you posted this? Like, who cares what the internet thinks? I get it. But why'd you post it then? And where did you think it was going to go? Did you think people really thought it was going to be funny? That's so funny. Yes, fuck you. You don't get to sleep. That's so funny. Oh my God, he's so sexy. Let me see his face. Wait, he's a drummer? He's a drummer? He's a drummer? That's what you thought, right? Maybe the joke is that he's like silly and he forgot. I don't know. I don't know where you thought it would go. I think it is kind of an asshole. No, it is an asshole move to do. Like, it's just like screaming at the top of your lungs, singing while someone's sleeping. But she does have an update.
I posted a video this weekend of my husband and my son playing the drums in the living room when I was sleeping in our bedroom. And we're playing toy drums. For one, it was like a kid's toy drum set. That's why it doesn't sound good and sounds like a tiny animal. It's because my husband and my baby were playing the drums. But the amount of people commenting saying that they've been abused in this way and that this was abuse and that I should leave my husband and all of this stuff, it at first was annoying. And then
the leave your husband is crazy. Saying leave just off of that is crazy. And yes, if you've been abused in that way, that's terrible. I'm sorry. Definitely am glad you left. But this doesn't mean that. It could, but it doesn't just from this video. But it's hard to blame the comments all the time because they don't see everything. So they do assume context. But sometimes the context is so out of nowhere. Sometimes the context makes sense. And sometimes it's like a video where a girl is like laughing at her husband. And then people are like, oh my God, you're a monster laughing at him. You should be sent to the underworld.
And then the longer it went on, the more sad that I got because I obviously posted this video thinking it was funny because I can't relate to the abuse comments and I'm not being abused and sleep deprived. But so many people in the comments can relate and think that that's what's going on and that they've experienced that. And it's just really sad. It made me sad for women and the amount of people saying like, this is why I won't get married. This is why I'm single. This is why I don't want kids. Like, there are good guys out there and it's really sad to hear the amount of people that have been tortured in this way. I saw one comment say that her husband would keep her up for like days at a time and then take her to family events and like make her seem crazy and all this stuff, and that's not happening in this household. Me and my husband are fine, and people are gonna say, oh, here comes the apology video. This isn't an apology video. I just thought it was funny, but now I'm just sad at the amount of people that genuinely have been through this type of abuse. And I hope that if you're one of those people, you've gotten help and gotten out, and if you're still in that situation and there's anything that I can do, I'm obviously just a person on the internet. I don't have a big following. I'm not like some influential person, but even if you just need to talk, I am here, and I'm really, really sorry that you're going through that, and I'm sad that so many people can relate to that in my comments.
Well, that was kind of nice at the end. It was kind of nice. The baby was opening your door. Your husband was solo playing those drums. That part is true. The baby did open the door unless you had multiple kids, but at the end it was just him, if anything. This behavior needs to be studied. The cycle of making a video and complaining about a legitimate issue with someone, gets support from the viewers, and immediately backtracks to defend the person you were calling out in the original video. It's mind-boggling. I get it, because there is the whole thing. I've been seeing these videos all over TikTok of girls complaining about their husbands and then defending them after. And they always say, like, it's a joke, and it's funny because it's like, how do you not know this is going to happen? But they might not be on social media as much or might not see it as much, so they really don't think people are going to get mad. But then people do. But anyways, I don't think saying you need to leave him is support for those who said that. For people that said this is a problem and you should try to fix it, this is not okay, that's more like, hey, we're trying to help, or I think you should do something about this. But saying like, I know what's happening to you, you need to run, is not the right thing. Because yes, in some cases that could be the case, but also it could just be a communication thing. Does he need to be communicated to that he shouldn't do this? He shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. But there is got to be the aspect of the fact that he cannot do this. Maybe he just is stupid. Yeah. And he really wasn't thinking about it. How do you not thinking about making a loud noise, waking people up? I don't know. So maybe, yeah, he is like doing this and doesn't care. But she shouldn't just leave him. Try to fix it first. I don't know. Or don't assume it's the worst thing in the world, you know? I don't think this explanation was the worst thing in the world, you know? But the baby opening the door was a little sus, you know? Was that a lie? And it still is wrong that he did this. Maybe you really do think it's funny. And if you're okay with it, then I guess who cares? Right? If you really are okay with it. But if you truly don't think it's funny and you just said it's funny to defend him, then just do something about it. Not just run away right away, but talk about it. That's what I think. And like I said, you know, not everyone knows the full context, and they take from their personal lives and they're like, oh, this happened to me too, you should run before it gets worse. That's a little more fair, but maybe that's not happening to her, and he's just kind of annoying. But can be stopped being annoying, can stop being annoying, you know? Girls, help! My fiance came home with 20 pounds of ground beef and told me it's all I'm allowed to eat for the next month. This one's clearly a joke, right? Let me guess, it was just a joke and we don't know your relationship because it's a 5-second video, so know you're fine and happy and not leaving. This one was clearly a joke. I think obviously she was joking that she has to eat the beef for the next month, all she's allowed to eat. And no way that's 20 pounds. Are you a professional beef inspector? Why is he controlling what you eat? Has nobody's parents ever joked about allowing or not allowing things? My lord, guys, it's lighthearted. Don't marry him, lol, my husband would never. It's a joke. Period. I love seeing a girl living her whole life according to the whims of her man. Yes, girl, center him. I get it. Is that a maxi? I get it. Sometimes the jokes are very hard to see, and it's like a girl being like,
oh, my husband never cleans up after himself and it makes me upset.
And then she's like, I'm joking. Like, how would you know it's a joke? But this is, I feel like this was, like, this couldn't even be seen as it's real. This could not even be seen that way. Sorry, I'm like, trying to get a good stretch in. Oh my God. That was great. That was great. It's all over the floor. I get, like, this one's clearly a joke, guys. I can't even see it. Like, I feel like this is clearly a joke. How many times am I going to say that? That's nothing else I can say. I'm actually not going to help you. And why are we cooking all of it at once? He could be meal prepping, put it in the freezer, or he could be having a party, and that's why he's doing this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong and it's not a joke. I love ground beef, though. I'm a big ground beef guy. I love red meat. Obviously, I know it's not too good to have it all the time or whatever I think. I say I know, right? It's too much ground beef is not good for the heart. Is that what it is? I don't know. What am I, a doctor? You know what I like? A good taco with ground beef. Or pasta beef. Bolognese. American chop suey. Lasagna. Burritos. Me just naming burgers. Bibimbap. I love bibimbap. Is that how you say it? Bibimbap? I think so. I'm not 100% sure. It's I believe it's a Asian dish. I believe. I'll fact check myself. Anyways. Oh yeah, another stretch is coming. Oh my God. All right, I think we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, maybe leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you'd like to. And feel free to comment if you disagree with anything I say. Now that I said it, now that you're allowed to now that I said it, you know? Because that was gonna stop you before. You were like, oh, maybe I shouldn't because Max might not like that and he's the best. I appreciate you guys very much. I appreciate all the likes, the subscribers, the comments. It very much means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful for it. And also with this video, you know, the whole point of this, what the whole video is don't get upset. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Or don't post a video where you're obviously an asshole. But anyways, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you notice, I just got some manga in the mail, so I put it up there. That's why it's different. I have seen Bleach. I just never thought I would have more space for manga. And I don't. But I put it up there anyways, because I made space there. And I moved One Punch Man. Anyways, okay, goodbye, guys.